Welcome to 1111, which is a segment from my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is actually about praying because I've been finding myself praying. Not in like I bow to my knees and I'm like, dear dear God, it's me, Jenna. I freaking miss Jenna Marbles, but basically I've been finding myself just being like, thank you, like just kind of like speaking to thin air. And yesterday I was having dinner and my mom was just sitting there at the dining table, and I was like, dog, I've been like praying, like I've been finding myself just being grateful and just saying like, hey, thank you. I've been like, okay, so this is how it kind of goes. I've just been like, thank you for giving me health. Thank you for um giving the people that I love health. Please continue giving myself health. Please continue giving the people that I love health, and please protect everyone and give everybody good energy. And sometimes I'll name names. I'll be like this person and that person and that. Like, girl, like yeah, I don't know. And then she's like, okay, cool, but like, who are you praying to? Because she knows like, I don't believe in like God and well, organized religion God. And I'm like, well, kind of like the air and like the universe and like myself, because I believe that like a higher power is, it can be anything. It can be you, it can be the universe, it can be wind, it can be the elements, it can be earth, it can be the moon, it can be the stars, it can be the signs, it can be whatever like your brain can make you feel you know connected to. And so I was like, kind of like the air, like just speaking to myself, I feel like, or speaking to a higher power like the universe or whatever. I feel like there's a higher power with a divine flow and like a not in like a everything happens for a reason, because that's a little crazy, but in like thank you for this and that. I think it's very important, at least for me. It's also giving me like peace of mind, and it's giving me like a way to vent. I might look crazy talking to myself, being like, "Thank you so much. Like I've just been, like going through it, and like I thank you for giving me the strength, and thank you for like being dope and nice and cool." But it's like such a good, like you just feel like, ooh, like you just wooza, and like you just like let that go. But I found myself seeing like, okay, what's the difference between meditation, praying, and manifestation? And I found that meditation, because I still meditate every morning, so I'll meditate and then I'll pray. Each one takes like a minute, 2 minutes each, depending on the meditation. But I'll meditate is more so for like mindset and balance and centered and like breathing and just like restarting. Praying for me is kind of like thank you. Just being grateful to yourself, to the universe, to whomever, and kind of like just starting your day off fresh. And then like manifestations for me is kind of like, I want this to happen, or it's kind of like delusion. It's kind of like delusion. So for me, like manifestation, I use it when I'm like doing a full moon ritual, or when I'm like, just when I want things to occur. But I feel like all three of them kind of like tie together. And I've been loving the mindset and like the energy that I've been feeling whenever I do all three of them. Not back to back, but like whenever I try to include them in my week. So like I'll do manifestation and praying in the mornings, every single morning. And then like Wednesdays or Thursdays or whatever day, I'll do my little manifestation sheet. And okay, a little crazy, but I'll like manifest and then I'll masturbate. I don't know. I don't know. I believe that like, it's kind of like it goes hand in hand. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But also, I feel like praying has been, I always cringed. I used to cringe so hard when people would be like, just pray, because I grew up in like a very organized religion that was like praying 24/7. And I just found it like, ew, like that's gross, like that's cringy, like I just didn't get it. I didn't understand the vibe, because obviously they were praying to a god that like is homophobic and like is awful. So I'm like, ew, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to that person, because he does not love me, he does not like care for me, he does not care for anybody else but straight normal people. Well, not normal, girl, not normal, but like just straight people. And so I'm like, if that's if the form of communication to that God is called praying, I want to do the opposite. So I found like meditation, because apparently, um, this religion is like, it hates meditation. Like, it blatantly tells you to not meditate because like you enter such a blank space, that you're basically like, the devil can come in you when you meditate, is what they told me. And I was like, girl, you're crazy. Like, first of all, you've never tried meditation, because you all need it, because people who are like the most Jesus need Jesus the most. If that's your person, if a random man named Jesus that was a freaking protester, Greta Thunberg person, sure, activist, that person that you like, you claim so much that you love, you need him. And you need to look at his message again, because you're not getting the point. Anyways, that's not the topic, girl. Meditation they hate, because apparently like the devil can come in you, which not true. And so I was like, meditation. So like yoga and meditation, I'm like, I love it, because I just kind of want to like be a rebel, and like this makes me feel much better than praying and going to church like you. But then as you grow and evolve, these things kind of start healing, and these things start finding a different purpose for yourself. And praying is actually so beautiful. I've also been like, I guess it's a form of like maturing and just healing and just getting better at, but like the concept of like a God and like praying and stuff like that, it's just so much easier for me to kind of like digest and allow to exist and around me, because I understand that each thing just kind of goes for each person, and those things aren't necessarily true for me. So praying has just been like, okay, I think I can get into praying. Like, I think I can, I think it's lit. Like, be like just talking to thin air and just like the universe, or just to yourself, or even if you believe in a God, to your God, and just being like, hey, thank you so much. Please, you're also kind of like manifesting at the same time. I feel like manifestation and praying kind of go hand in hand as well, because whenever you're praying, you're like, thank you, grant me this, or like, please keep doing this, keep doing that. Obviously, it sounds like, who the hell are you talking to? But like, girl, we're talking to each other. Like, literally, I literally look crazy just talking to myself, to this, to my desktop. But I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. So tonight we're going to pray. Okay, we have to be grateful. I feel like I've been really, really, really keen on like practicing my gratitude, practicing, the things that I'm just really proud of that I've accomplished, because sometimes we're so stuck on like, okay, how can we, get better? How can we quote unquote evolve or grow, that we forget like the position that we're in right now. And sometimes like the manifestations that we manifested last year are coming in reality right now, and we're not noticing because we're so focused on like, I need bigger, I need more, bigger, So do you know where that's from? It's from Melissa Edwards, where she goes to like season 11 in the musical, and like everyone is like rehearsing, and then she's like, bigger. And her Princess Tiara, is that her name? Princess Tiara, right? That's her name, Princess Tiara. Season 11, the one that she did, she was like, Beyonce doesn't exist. Anyways, she was like, bigger. And they're like rolling around. It was so funny. But anyways, what was I talking about? Praying. Okay, we're gonna get on our knees, like I don't know, dog. Just try it. It gives me peace of mind. It makes me like, and I feel like that's very important, and I feel like it's part of my, like existence and growth at the moment. I'm not saying, because my mom was low-key like, oh my God, like he's like, he believes in God again. Like, girl, no. Like, unless like the rules changed overnight, no. That's a little crazy. But I do believe in talking to a higher power and like manifesting and kind of like meditation and like being in touch with the center and balance of yourself. That I do believe in. I do believe in like a higher power or something out there that is a divine flow. But I also do believe in like, it can be myself and my mind, and I create my reality. So, I'm still very agnostic, but praying is just something that I've kind of like healed from in my, religious trauma. That's really cool for me. And I'm really excited that I've been able to like, just find a different meaning for praying. especially when you grow up in such a organized religion mindset that is like awful, and you just tie everything related to that religion to like such a bad connotation, which in reality, like, oh, okay, I feel like there's some cognitive dissonance. Is that the word? Is that the correct word? Where you kind of ignore different things in religion, especially Christianity. Um, because like you're like, okay, I choose to believe this, but I don't choose to believe that, and I choose to do this but not that. Like, I feel like there's some things that you kind of just don't remember. You try to forget about the Bible that this says. And to each their own. I'm no one to judge. I'm absolutely no one to judge. Like, you do you, babes. Whatever gives you peace of mind, you do it. But for me, realizing that this is actually very bad for my mental health is very important. And now being able to like move past it and like be able to pray to whoever or whomever, to myself, that's lit. Like, okay, tight, look at us go. So yeah, I recommend it. Just be like, thank you for everything. Please, keep me healthy, keep everyone around me healthy. I love you, babes. Anyways, thank you for listening. Goodbye.